Hey there, welcome to Violet's DIY Style. I'm Violet. If this is your first time to my channel, I hope you consider subscribing. Also, don't forget to click on that bell button so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. So today I'm excited to be participating in an open invite that these two beautiful ladies are hosting, the Rustic Willow and the Southern Gmore gals. Now I'll be leaving their channel links down below in the description box along with the playlist to this collab down below as well, so you can enjoy and go check out everybody's thrift store flips as well. So the first technique and the first piece that we're going to be redoing is this corner cabinet. Now this corner cabinet was in really great condition, so there wasn't much that I needed to do to start the process of redoing and flipping this piece. So the only thing I had to do, or the only thing I did, was remove all of the glass that I possibly could from this piece. Now all of these, the good thing is that they had the little handles or pieces that you could move to remove all the glass. But if you didn't want to do it this way, you can easily just get some painter's tape and just go ahead and tape everything up and start the process of painting that way as well. But since this is a thrift store flip, I wanted to make sure that I cleaned everything as clearly, as good as possible. So I did decide to go ahead and remove everything that I possibly could from this piece. Next, what I do with any thrift store flip or anything that I do purchase from a thrift store is I just wipe everything down and clean it very, very well. And I normally use just dish soap and hot water or vinegar and water. So that's what I did to this piece as well. Then I just went ahead and removed all the handles from this corner piece. And like I said, I didn't have to really do any more than just that. But if you did, this is the part where you would go ahead and sand anything down, patch anything down, and then just go ahead and let all that completely dry and clean up, and then you can start with your base coat. Since I'm going to paint mine white, I went ahead and decided to do my first coat, or the base coat, white as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it one light coat of white paint and allow it to dry. Now I typically allow my paint to dry in between at least 3 to 4 hours or overnight if possible. Now the reason why I allow it to dry overnight or for a few hours and make sure that it's completely dry is because since I am using a brush, I want to make sure that I don't have any brush strokes left behind on this piece, and wanted to make sure it looks very, very clean and well done. So that's why I do allow each coat to paint to dry completely before I give it that next coat. So this is the way it looks once you're done with your first base coat. As you can see, you can still see the pieces of brown and everything in between. So that's why I allow it to dry, and then I go ahead and go in with my second coat. Now after I give my second coat, again I allow everything to completely dry. Then I go in with the light sanding block. I typically just use a used one from Dollar Tree that I have for my DIYs, and then I just give it a very light sanding just to make sure everything's nice and smooth, and any paint drippings or anything like that that had dried will basically go away, and your piece will look nice and clean and professional painted look. So once I was done with all that, I went ahead and cleaned all the mirrors behind the cabinet, and as well as all the glass that I took out of the piece. And I just used some Dawn soap for that, and then I allowed everything to dry and put everything back in place. Now for the second technique, in the second piece, I'm using some spray paint. And the second piece I'm going to be redoing is this little entry table that I'm going to use by my front door. Now this way of spray painting your piece is a lot faster than paint, because all you're going to do is give one good light coat of spray paint, allow it to dry, and since it's outdoors and it's hot here in Florida, it only took me about an hour for this spray paint first coat to dry. Then I went in and gave it a second coat, and that's it. You just allow it to dry and bring it back in. So the spray paint technique is a lot faster. It just gives it a different look, but it doesn't mean that it's a bad way. It's just a faster way. So it's your choice of which way you want to do them. But this is the way my first piece turned out once I was all complete and decorated in its place, which I absolutely love the way it turned out. And here is the second piece, which is my entryway that I spray painted. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and share with friends and family. And also don't forget to check out everybody else's thrift store flips on this playlist. Until next time, you guys stay blessed. Bye.